Hi, good people. This is that day. It is the day that is known as my day. It is also known as Once Upon a Time Monday. So it is the day that everybody in this world longs for. Long time ago, Monday used to be a difficult day. But now, as it is, Monday is the day that every human person longs to experience and to see and to have and to hold. Why? Because it is the day that is owned elsewhere. It is my day. It is our day. It is Once Upon a Time Monday. Today's Once Upon a Time, it's about the four friends. The four friends. Once upon a time, there lived four friends who used to live in a village. Among those friends, three were learned and had studied many scriptures, whereas the fourth one was unlearned and didn't have any knowledge of scriptures, but he was a wise fellow, and he was known for his wisdom. One day, they all decided to go to the city and look for jobs for themselves. On the decided day, they all came prepared. They started their long journey. On their way, they had to pass through a forest. There in the forest, on their way, they saw some bones. On examining the bones, they came to the conclusion that these bones were bones of a lion. Just then, the three friends who were learned started to boast about their powers. I think these three fellows may have read the book of Prophet Ezekiel, specifically chapter 37. Now listen to them. One of them said that he can recreate a lion's skeleton to its original form. Now you remember the value of dry bones. The other one said that he can add flesh to it. And then the third one said that he can make it live again. Oh yes, this must be Ezekiel chapter 37 verses 1 to 12. They had read this. Oh, didn't we hear that they are well versed in scripture? Oh, I would have forgotten that. Once upon a time. Listening to all this, the fourth friend said to them, "Please, do not try that. Because if you do that, there will be consequences." He pleaded with them, "With all your knowledge, I know you are learned. Please allow the bones of the lion remain dead, dry, and scattered." But the three foolish friends didn't listen to him, and they shut him and ignored his suggestion, thinking that he didn't know anything and is just jealous of their knowledge. After all, he knows nothing. Maybe he only knows that he is existing. Maybe they even doubted that. The first friend used his mantras on those bones, and soon they were changed to the original form. The second friend used his mantras on those reformed bones, and he added flesh on those bones. Okay. Just before the third friend was going to use his mantra, now that the fourth person has realized that these guys are doing something, and it might not end up very well. So the fourth friend tried now to stop the third one, the third friend, who is now reviving the lion to start roaring and eating animals. But you see, he wanted to show his learning's power, and actually he refused to listen to the fourth person. Now, seeing this, the fourth friend ran and climbed a tree before the third friend proceeded with his plans. As soon as the lion came to life, because the third friend did his mantra, Adabracadabra, Allah. As soon as the lion came to life, it killed all the three learned friends and left. Pole sana. May they rest in peace. The fourth person was smiling on top of a tree, and he said, I told you. With all your learning, with all your knowledge, with all your books, now you are dead. He climbed down and ran for his dear life. We don't know whether he got a job. Maybe he did. But the story has just ended. Let me also run away. Let me run for my dear life. Good people. Can we take something home? I'm sure we can. One should not get egoist about his or her learning, and should listen to others' suggestions. Ego and overconfidence doesn't let us to think clearly, which leads to disastrous situations. My dear friend, it is better to be practical and wise than learned. It is good to listen, even to those you think have no brains. You never know. Their stupidity, their foolishness could save your life. My dear friend, just go out, sharpen the paga, but make sure it does not cut you. Feed the wolf, but make sure that wolf does not eat you once it gets of age. Make a trap and make sure that you are not the first casualty of the trap that you made. Dig a pit and make sure that you do not fall in it as the first customer. Host a camel if you can, but make sure it does not displace you from your hideout. Entertain an enemy, but make sure make sure that you are protected from the schemes of the enemy you are entertaining. Finally, revive a dead relationship, but make sure that your heart is protected of further damages. Please do. Let's be learned, but at the same time, let's be wise. Let's be practical. Okay? Please, do not revive a dead lion and then you are eaten and then you continue complaining and blaming us. How now? But you are blaming us when you are dead. Are the dead speaking nowadays? My dear friend, it is better to be practical and wise than learned. Once upon a time, Monday. Running for my dear life right now.